Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. It's Rad, and in this video you can watch the forecast for your star sign covering up the week April 28th up until May 4th 2025. And remember that watching for your star sign for where the sun is, so under which star sign you are born at, that will give you the idea what you're gonna face throughout the week. Watching for your moon sign, or where the moon is sitting, in your natal chart is going to give you the idea how you're going to feel while you're dealing with stuff ahead, and watching for your rising sign is going to give you the idea how you're going to deal with what you are going to face throughout the week. So with that said, enjoy the forecast for your star sign. This reading is going to be for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and also Rising. So let me shuffle the cards well. And then we're going to have a look what kind of a week we Aquarius are going to have. I'm saying we because I'm rising Aquarius. And almost done here with the shuffling. Okay, first one, that will be Three of Swords. Second card, it is a Ten of Cups. Then is the Strength. And the final one, which a lot is riding on it, Seven of Cups. Okay, it's a good end. Oh man. This is a the state when you just don't want to accept defeat and you don't want to accept failure. Oh, that is the kind of a week that we Aquarius are going to have, and this is going to be about a financial needs. Okay, so financial failure, lack of funds, and so on and so forth. So we are not going to accept these negative subjects. And the worse our financial state is, with the Three of Swords being into the first position here, okay? So the worse our financial state is, I would say the better we are going to make it, or the better we are going to improve it. But the Three of Swords, it is when the more you are pressed with the more you are pressed with your back against the wall, the harder the retaliation. So the bigger the determination and the bigger the results. So this is going to be a huge reversal when it comes to, again, our finances and our financial state here. And what is expected, it is a big improvement, bigger salary, bigger paycheck, or some kind of a project that is going to bring us a lot of money, huge improvement in terms of making money, and so on and so forth. Here, rejecting the idea of being financially crippled, poor, and not being able to face expenses and have a good life, which is where, by the way, the second card falls into place. Ten of Cups. This is a conditional card here. The second position is all about what is going to work against us, and it is a hint that we are going to do a very, very good job making money throughout the week, and giving the previous state. How can I put it into words? Ten of Cups into the second position shows that we are gonna end up being satisfied with less than we can make. And this is why it works against us, that satisfaction. I made that much money and that's okay, I can relax. No, we should not relax. When you have the Ten of Cups in a negative position, that side of our human nature needs to kick in, that we always can do more, we can go for more, and we want more. So it's very important, as we do see a good financial results throughout the week, we not to stop with it, not to stop there, but always try to find better and bigger and more efficient ways how to make money. Which one is going to take place? One way, through the strength card being into the third position. The strength card plays a role of a long-term agenda, long-term project, long-term job, long-term goal that is going to bring a constant flow of a finances, constant flow of money. The first thing that comes to my mind as an example here is transforming a hobby into a job, into something that brings finances, that brings money. And as the strength card is into the third position, it shows that, I hate that word, but I have to use it here, that eventually is going to work out. So this is a long, slow, and at some states a tedious process to transform that idea, that agenda, that goal into a money-making machine, but we can definitely do it. However, what we need to be prepared for is some ups and downs with the strength card, because sometimes we are going to end up wondering, and then these times are not going to be throughout the week, but further down the road, but sometimes we're going to wonder why we are even doing that. So there is definitely going to be downs, okay? However, if we end up being determined, and we should be determined, because the whole idea of making money through that project or a hobby or a deed or a deal and so on and so forth is going to spark a huge enthusiasm into us. And that is going to be quite enough to keep us going. And once we accomplish the goal, we will have that warm feeling that we actually did it. We did the right steps as far as our financial state is concerned. And sadly, with the Seven of Cups, which is into the last position of the spread, that will be just the beginning. I mean, that week will be the process of not knowing how to make money, or hopefully not, but how to face expenses and how to buy things that your child wants and so on and so forth, and not seeing a light at the end of the tunnel. Seven of Cups, it is that light. By the end of the week, we are going to have a pretty good idea, pretty good plan, and also the means to make it true, to how to escape from financial stagnation. So that could be a plan how to repay your debt, not having to deal with it anymore, a plan how to buy a house, a plan how to face expenses, and so on and so forth. But overall, that is going to be this week is going to be the start of, for us Aquarius, will be huge financial improvement. How big of it is going to be determined by how insatiable you are in regards to making money. Now that this is not within the cards, that is my personal thought. Making money, when you take something has to give, right? And for me, making money comes on an expense of peace. So if you want a peaceful life, and how peaceful you want your life to be will determine how far you can go with making money. The less peaceful, the more money. The more money, the less peaceful. The more peaceful, the less money, and so on and so forth. So that will be entirely, this gauge is going to be entirely as per your preference. But like I said here, at least according to these cards, our financial concerns and struggles are supposed to end in that week, should we act upon that stagnation. And yeah, that is going to be the Aquarius reading. Hopefully you do enjoy it and you do like it, guys. And if you did, subscribe for the channel. If you haven't already, leave a like, comment as well if you feel so. Either of these actions is going to help me with the YouTube algorithm. And finally, hopefully we're going to see each other next time. Until then, bye.